Hey guys, it's Sarah. Thank you so much for watching. So today I wanted to share 4 products I have found that give you a major value for your money. So I'm calling this bang for your buck products, totally inspired by Kelly Gooch, who has done a series on this where she shares products where you get a bang for your buck. So I was watching one of her bang for your buck videos recently. I will link that series of hers in the description box. I don't know how many she's done so far, but they're really fun to watch. So I was watching one of hers recently and I was sitting there thinking, you know, I have a handful of products in my collection that I think also fall into this category. So I figured I would do a similar video. So I have 4 products in front of me. 3 of them are technically drugstore products and one of them is technically high-end, all of which I have found based on some number crunching that I did, are really a good value for what you pay for them. So the first product is the Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana Highlight. This is actually empty. I just recently used it up completely. It's been in several project pans. If you've been following me for a while, you know it took me forever to use this up. This is technically titled as a bronzer, but most people know it as a highlighter. Unless you have super fair skin, this would be a highlighter shade on most people. So I thought of it in the category of highlighters. What I did for these calculations was I went to Ulta's website and I looked at the amount of product that you get for this product and the amount of product that you get in approximately 10 other highlighters, both high-end and drugstore, and then I calculated the cost per ounce of other drugstore highlighters to see where this falls. So this highlighter retails for $3.99 on Ulta's website and you're getting 0.46 ounces of product. When I went and calculated the average of other highlighters on Ulta's website, it came to be around 0.26 ounces. So you're getting 1.77 times the amount of product in this highlighter than you get in the average highlighter size. So around double the size. And not only is this a super cheap product, I mean $3.99 for a highlighter would be considered inexpensive by most people's terms, regardless of the amount of product that you're getting. But I went and looked at some other drugstore highlighters listed on Ulta's website. I'll name a few. The ColourPop highlighters are $8. Sorry, I'm looking down. I can't possibly memorize all this. The ColourPop highlighters are $8 for 0.15 fluid ounces, so that is $53 per ounce compared to the Wet n Wild, which is only $8.67 per ounce. The Wet n Wild MegaGlo highlighters, which are those kind of square shaped highlighters, those are $4.99 and you get 0.19 ounces, coming to $26 per ounce. So even that is way more expensive than the cost per ounce of this one. A Maybelline highlighter. Not all of these examples are cruelty-free because I just wanted to get like an across-the-board estimate. The Maybelline highlighters are $9.99 for 0.24 ounces, coming to $41.63 per ounce. The Essence highlighter, which is kind of similar, I think, to this one in terms of being like a more subtle highlighter, and Essence is known as a really budget-friendly brand. Those are $4.49 for 0.23 ounces. And the cost per ounce is $19.52 per ounce, more than double the cost per ounce of the Wet n Wild. The cost per ounce of this one, like I said, $8.67, is well under all of these other examples. The e.l.f. Baked Highlighter is $19 per ounce, and the e.l.f. Shimmer Highlighting Powder is $21 per ounce. So you get a major bang for your buck with this product, is what I'm trying to say. And I can attest to the fact that it takes forever to use up. So if you like a subtle highlighter, which is what this is, you will get more than your money's worth for this product. So another really extreme example is the Milani Powder Blush. I have it in the shade Romantic Rose. I've shared many times that this is one of my all-time favorite blushes. It's a gorgeous, matte, rosy pink blush. Really pretty. Milani isn't necessarily known as like the cheapest drugstore brand out there. In fact, a lot of times Milani prices are a little bit higher than what you'd see from other brands at the drugstore. But this product is leaps and bounds cheaper per ounce than pretty much every other drugstore blush that I found. So the Milani Powder Blush retails for $9 and you get 0.6 ounces, meaning that the cost per ounce is $15 per ounce. So I went and calculated the average size of blushes on Ulta's website, and the average that I came to was 0.19 ounces, meaning that you're getting more than 3 times the amount of blush in here than you get with the average blush, whether it's high-end or drugstore. And then looking at the prices per ounce of other blushes at the drugstore, the Ulta Beauty brand blush retails for $12 and you only get 0.1 ounces of product. So that is $120 per ounce, which is crazy. This is $15 per ounce. So the Ulta blush should not be considered a drugstore blush. That is so expensive. That's more expensive than a lot of high-end blushes. The Milani Baked Blush, which is from the same brand, retails for $7.99. You get 0.12 ounces. That's $66.58 per ounce compared to $15. The NYX blush is $6.99 for 0.16 ounces. That comes out to $43 per ounce. The Flower Beauty blush, $9.99, 0.21 ounces, comes to around $47 per ounce. And the L'Oreal blush, again, not cruelty-free, but I'm just using this as an example, is $12.99 for 0.31 ounces, coming out to around $41.90 per ounce. So none of the drugstore blushes that I found came even close to as good of a deal, as good of a value as the Milani powder blush. So if you want a serious bang for your buck, go for these Milani powder blushes. Not only are they gorgeous, I haven't tried any of the other shades, but this one in Romantic Rose is one of my all-time favorites. Gorgeous formula, I mean, the shade is gorgeous, and you get a ton of product for a very reasonable price. More than reasonable. So you might look at this and say, oh, a $10 blush at the drugstore, that's kind of pricey. No, it's cheaper than like all the other blushes. So keep that in mind. I've thought about panning this blush because it's one of the oldest ones I own, but I am terrified to pan it because I know it would take like 3 years. So, alright, the next product, this is one I talked about recently on my channel in a review video, but it's the Balm Bomb Shelter Tinted Moisturizer with SPF 18. I really like this tinted moisturizer. I recommend it not only for the price point, but also just because it's a nice tinted moisturizer. It's a nice formula. So the Balm is known as a high-end brand technically, although you can find them on sale so often that I would hardly consider them high-end. But for the purposes of this video, we'll think of it as a high-end tinted moisturizer just to kind of put things in perspective. So in this little tube, you're getting 2.15 fluid ounces of product. And I found the average size of other tinted moisturizers on Ulta's website to be approximately 1.35 fluid ounces. This retails for $25. Again, you can find it on sale a lot, but for the purposes of this video, we'll say $25. 2.15 fluid ounces, that comes out to $11.63 per ounce. Just to give you some examples of other high-end tinted moisturizer prices, the Dermalogica one is $36 per ounce. The Tarte, I think Amazonian Clay Tinted Moisturizer is $36 for 1.7 fluid ounces, coming out to $21 per ounce. The NARS one, $45, you're getting 1.9 fluid ounces. That's $23.68 per ounce. The Origins one is $39 for 1.7 fluid ounces, coming out to $22.94 per ounce. The First Aid Beauty one is $28 for exactly 1 fluid ounce, meaning that it's $28 per ounce. So this is like half the price of most other high-end tinted moisturizer cost per ounce. And then looking at some drugstore ones, the Physicians Formula Tinted Moisturizer was $14.99 for 1.2 ounces, meaning that that is $12.49 per ounce, more expensive than this one. There's an e.l.f. Tinted Moisturizer for $3. You get 0.85 fluid ounces of product. That is $3.53 per ounce. So that's definitely the cheapest one that I found per ounce, although I don't think it has a great shade range, and I don't really hear anyone talking about that tinted moisturizer, so I don't know if it's very good. But just letting you know that is out there. The Ulta one was $14 for 1.18 fluid ounces, coming out to around $11.86 per ounce, so that's a similar price per ounce to the Balm one. The NYX is $12.99 per ounce. Neutrogena was $5.88 per ounce, also quite cheap. So long story short, this cost per ounce of this product is around half the price of most other high-end tinted moisturizers, and definitely falls within the drugstore price range in terms of cost per ounce. If you got this half off, it would be around $6 per ounce. So that is well below most drugstore tinted moisturizer prices. So this is a product where you get a major bang for your buck, and it's a product that, in my opinion, is really good. I think it would work for a lot of people. It's just a nice tinted moisturizer, so I was really excited to discover this. The last product I want to talk about is a concealer. If you've been following my project pans, then you know that this has also taken me a very long time to use up. It's still not completely used up, but it's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. This has 0.29 fluid ounces of product in it, and the price is $3.99, so the cost per ounce is $13.76. Another comparable drugstore concealer would be the e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer. That one retails for $3. You get 0.256 ounces, so that one actually is a little bit cheaper per ounce. It's $11.72 per ounce. But the e.l.f. concealer only comes in 3 shades, which is pathetic. I think they're like fair, light, and medium, or something like that. The Wet n Wild one does have a slightly better shade range. Still not great, but better. You do get an above average amount of product in this concealer. The average size I came up with is 0.2 fluid ounces across the board from high-end to drugstore. That's generally the amount, and like I said, you get 0.29 in this one. So you're getting more product, and the cost per ounce is cheaper than most other drugstore priced concealers. So just to give you a few examples, the Makeup Revolution concealer that everyone's talking about, $7, you get 0.11 fluid ounces. The cost per ounce is $63.63. NYX HD is $54 per ounce. The Ulta Full Coverage Concealer, which I actually do have, it's $9. You only get 0.08 ounces in that product. That is, compared to the average 0.2, that's less than half of the average size concealer. $112.50 per ounce. Maybelline Fit Me, $6.99 for 0.23 ounces. It's $30 per ounce. The Catrice Liquid Camouflage is $32 per ounce. The other example was the e.l.f. HD concealer. That one was $11.72 per ounce, so it is cheaper than this one. But you do still get a ton of product in here. This has taken me so long to go through. I've been using this almost every day for the last year, or almost a year, probably like the last 10 months. And it's still going. There's still product in here. Like I said, since it's Wet n Wild, the shade range is not great, but if you can find a shade that works for you, a lot of people really like this concealer. Personally, it's not my favorite, but I do like it. I don't think it's the worst concealer out there. So if you can find a shade that matches you and you like the formula of it, this is a seriously good value for your money. So those are the 4 products that I found to be a really good value for the cost. I think the one thing that I got from planning this video and crunching all these numbers was that we really should pay attention to the cost per ounce of products more than we do. Because, I mean, the Ulta concealer, for example, it's a $9 concealer, that's a drugstore price, but you get a tiny amount of product. And so it's interesting to think about that, and I'm sure there are high-end concealers that are a better value for your money than that one. So it's just interesting to think about. I think we need to pay attention to that a little bit more. Like I know when I'm looking at foundations, generally we know that foundations are, on average, contain about 1 fluid ounce of product. So when I see that a foundation has 2 fluid ounces in it, or it has 0.5 fluid ounces in it, I'm definitely thinking like, okay, if you're gonna fly through something, even if it's cheap, that's still not a very good value. So anyway, this was really fun to do. Let me know if you'd like to see more of these videos from me. If you like this video, make sure you check out Kelly's, because she's done several videos like this as well. And I think she actually, today, the day I'm filming this, I saw that she posted a video about products that are a bad value for your money. So that would be interesting to see as well. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you guys next time.